Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited. Are you guys hearing me? It says that I have my sound down. I'm just going to tell you guys if you can anybody hear me? Can you hear me now? Um I don't know what's going on. Well, of course you all know that technologically um it's not a show with me without a technological issue or a glitch, but it shows everything is up and running and it shows that my mic is doo back and forth. So if you guys can't hear me, then I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me? Has sound now? What the F, man? I went through this for 5 minutes to make sure that everything was up and running, and it was only on YouTube. See, okay, so Facebook still is no sound. Interesting. I don't know. Everything's up and working on my end. It might be the system. I'm just going to keep talking. And I'm just going to do my thing. Because some people can hear me and some people on both platforms cannot. Okay. Interesting. Well, then if everything goes smoothly sometime and it looks like me, you'd be like, this is fake. This is not Rebecca. This is definitely fake. And if any of you are on Instagram, which a lot of you are, you will have received some crazy message from me telling you that I just came across your photo and had an awesome reading that I wanted to charge you an immense amount of money for. And some people fell for it. And I am so sorry for that because there are horrible thieves out there. But y'all know me. Anybody who ever has, I've been doing this long enough. You all know I don't just get on and answer messages. I just don't. And if I do, you know how I talk to you. I'm not like, oh yeah, I got a reading for you. And you have to, I'm holding back that money, that information hostage. Well, that's what they were doing. I have this amazing information from you, but you have to pay me first. You all know I would never do that. So if you ever get anything from me that acts like I don't know you or calls you honey or dear, you know that that's not even English. You know that that's like, hi, honey. You have boyfriend? Okay. Yeah, not me. Let's get started, shall we? Don't fall for it, people. Don't fall for it. Everything I have too, it's either Dr. R. Foster or just Dr. Rebecca Foster. And if it's anything outside of that with anything, it's not me. So let's say hello. Tina, hello. Rosemary, Laura, hello. Kayla, Lena, Amber, Rosemary. If I star your name, it is simply because I have addressed your comment. It helps me keep track. Gary, hello. Vivian, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Barbara, how are you? Ethan. Wonderful. Okay. Sherry, hello, my darling. How are you? I saw you at the gym today, getting all buff. Looking marvelous, my darling. I'll have to work out with you sometime. I'll have to just do it. Okay. Kim, hello. Just running through names. I'm grabbing energy, kind of like when I do when we're in person. And that would be my mother calling right now. I can't talk. Hello, mother. How are you? I'm live right now doing a gallery. I'll call you later. Bye. Oh my God, bye. That's what she said. But if I don't, she'll just keep calling and worry where I'm at. And if I'm dead, like at the bottom of the stairs. Carl, hello. You're here. You're not working. All right. Saying it. There's sound now. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. We have so many new names. I'm loving that. So many people I recognize. I appreciate so much that you're here all the time. And this is wonderful. Okay. Let's get started. Let us do this. Oh my God, my cat just scared the heckums out of me. Schmeagle, you can't do that. Hi, how are you? You can't do that. It's good energy. There's definitely good energy. I'm just listening to something real quick before I even get in the room, which is interesting. Oh, into the room, meaning before I get into my space, into my room. So annoying. I don't know exactly what's going on right now, and I don't do astrology. I don't do astronomy. I know if the moon is waxing or if it is waning and if it's gibbous. I know those basic things from just simply looking up. But I will say that the last 2 to 3 days, I mean, we did have a meteor shower last week or towards the weekend. And I'm not sure if that had any or is having any repercussions on anything, but energy has been really strange to the point where this week the readings with individuals, their loved ones have stayed within the heavenly realm for the most part and have pretty much done like sign language and telepathic messages rather than coming through clearly and talking to me. And that always makes me wonder, why are you guys staying away from us? What's going on? What energy is happening here? So this tells me something big is about to happen. Something pretty big is about to happen. I also, I never really try to cross boundaries, but what you guys also have to understand is there is life outside of this earth. And I know because I have personally seen them myself. And they also play a role in a lot of the things that I do on a different level. So not where it comes to this aspect, but they are highly active right now too, which kind of is unnerving because it makes me wonder, what are y'all protecting us from? So if you are feeling in this last 3 or 4 days kind of out of sorts, maybe if you're empathic or if you are extra sensitive to energies and fluctuations of that kind, and you're thinking what's wrong or what's going on, maybe a little bit of unease in the belly, this has something to do with it. It's not something personal, and it's not something that you truly on a personal life level have to worry about. It is something that is affecting, I believe, not just the United States, but the world as a whole. And I'm telling this probably because they want everyone to relax. Just relax. It's okay. Just relax. It's energy in the collective that you're picking up. So let's see. Amber Dorothy, how are you? I want to make sure I'm not actually mixing you with Lena Moreno. So Amber, Amber, the first thing that comes through for you is actually you walking a large dog. I would think this is like a chocolate lab. Oh, and if I do a reading for you, pop a reply in the comments, because people watching, they want to know, did that make any sense to this person? How does that apply to their life? So if so, I'll go back down to the bottom and check for replies as well and keep up that conversation. So I don't have ADHD. Well, I might, but I wouldn't know. I will jump back and forth to conversations. So for you, Amber, I'm watching you walk that's my dogs. I'm watching you walk this large dog that looks like it's on a leash. And again, I would look at it and think large chocolate lab, mastiff almost. So we're talking the blackhead, maybe even a boxer, but the blackhead, the shorter fur, a longer tail. And interestingly enough, I think it's an A name. So this is probably an animal that, the way that you're walking it or walking next to it, this is an animal that is passed over, and an animal that, oh, you're an A as well. You are Amber. So the dog might be, okay. So also an S, like Stacy or something to that effect. So the A could be you, but I'm wondering if it's the animal's name, and then an S. So you are in a pair of jeans, pair of nondescript shoes, and you're walking this dog, and it's walking next to you. I think this is you. Shoulder length brown hair. And it feels like it looks like you're walking on sidewalk as well, not like through a field or anything. So I'm also wondering if this dog that's bringing up this S, if it's the dog's name that starts with an S, or if the dog is wanting you to let someone around you know that they are around, meaning they've lost a dog. This dog might be using you as a bit of a messenger as well to let someone around you know that would have had this dog. But I want to say, this is so weird, but I want to say, because you're Amber, this is what's so messed up, but I'm going to say it, but it sounds like Abercrombie or like that. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm seeing it, but I'm just saying it. Yeah, interesting. So let me go here to the bottom. Do 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 do. Da, da, da. Where is this? Where am I? Okay. So Amber, you say you're good. No. Okay. So you do not have no dog right now. So no living dog. All right. And hello everyone. How are you? I'm Amber. To my last name is so your last name. Okay. But your last name is S. So Jesse. Jesse. Interesting. Okay. So I'm wondering. If this is not your dog, who around you would have had this dog that it's giving so much information to say, hey, I'm here and I'm okay. And something red too. Red collar, red ball wants me to acknowledge red. Interesting. Hello, Christina. Christina's my awesome, beautiful niece. Backbok. I'll see you soon. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Hello, Alan. How are you? Alan and I just did an investigation together at Squirrel Cage Jail in Council Bluffs. That was a lot of fun. We found ourselves off in the corners in the dark, kind of sitting there by ourselves, dispelling anything negative, having a blast. It was so much fun. Sherry, so your job is ending at the end of September. Do you see anything? I'm working on my life coaching business. Whoop, whoop. How long do you think that may take to ramp up clients? You know what? I understand not wanting to work for anyone else. I understand. So let's take a look at that really quickly. So at the end of September, your job ends and you're focusing on that. So I'm giving you all of it. I'm placing it all within a room with you. And I'm watching you watch this end and this new, but it feels as if you are supplementing. So as you are, this job is going to end, but it feels like as you are building your counseling business, your coaching business, you are also doing something else to supplement it. And I don't want to also discount writing in your book. And so that also looks like something that you're about to like tie off loose ends with and finish up. Maybe not right now, but once you're finding that free time, it feels like, again, towards September, October, around there. And it just feels like a lot can be manifested right now. But as far as you're going to be doing two things at once, truly. It looks like you're going to be building this coaching aspect and working another stepping stone job in the meantime. But it all looks good. You look happy. Happiness is where it's all at. Happiness is where it's at. Okay. All right. Mary Zingery. Hello. How are you? So Mary, the first thing that I am hearing for you is watch blood sugar levels, watch insulin levels. And you may already be doing this, but if you're feeling kind of up and down or unbalanced lately, and you're not normally dealing with these things, it looks almost as if your body is, as soon as you eat sugar, it's like attack and it sends out an overload of insulin, which also would lend me to think that you may have a form of insulin resistance, which is you're able to produce the insulin, but because you've been, when we eat certain things all the time and our bodies just a real quick summary of this, our bodies just become so used to it being there, they're unable to process it. Our livers are kind of funkified, not processing everything the way it should. So you eat the sugar and the body processes it, but the insulin and okay, how do I explain this? The insulin is not received, or the body doesn't. Look it up. Just look it up, because the cells aren't able to open properly and allow the insulin in to absorb the sugar. So it feels almost like a bit of a diet change, and a detox or a cleansing might help with that. So if you look up insulin resistance, you will find that if you can go off sugars of all kinds for a while, and only eat the green fruit, eat a slightly green banana, almost yellow, eat sour apples, green apples, not red apples, eat the non-sweet things. And you will find that, 3 weeks, you're starting to level off and your body will start to properly react to sugars. But it just feels like this might be part of the problem is insulin resistance. So maybe just test it out and check it, especially if you've been tired and you've been reacting. Okay, so she said she's been reacting differently. I don't think you're diabetic. I don't think you're there yet. I would think mostly what you've probably dealt with over time is hypoglycemia or a quickly dropping blood sugar. And part of it, like if you are at an even keel blood sugar level and you devour something that is an artificial sweetener, I would put money on the fact that your insulin goes, oh, sugar. And there is no sugar, but it goes kicking into your system and depletes all of your balanced sugar and you plummet. So go off of all the sugars right now. Just go off all of them. If it's in your fruit, berries are wonderful. Blueberries, strawberries, that sort of thing. Eat those instead, but lay off the sugar. Drink some water. Put cream in your coffee, but lay off the sweet and give your body a chance to balance itself out and clean out the cells properly. So you are hypoglycemic. Yeah. You don't want that to turn into diabetes. And so, how could it do that? Insulin resistance. And why? Because when you're hypoglycemic, what do? Your body gets to this level right here and your blood sugar starts to drop. So what do? You eat a banana, you eat a piece of candy, whoop, it goes up. Insulin kicks in, drops it, boop, brings it down here. So you're in this horrible pattern of white sugar. And that's what you are counting on all day long, is keeping your sugar intake up. So what you have to do is healthy sugars, healthy proteins, lean proteins, healthy sugars, no soy. You don't want to mess with your hormones right now too. So gradually do that. And if you are like, oh my gosh, my blood sugar is dropping, what I want you to do is go get a nice, like Premier Protein, something like that, a nice plain shake, and make yourself a scoop with some almond milk. Okay, you can't taste the almond if you don't like almond, but with some almond milk and a half a banana, and use that as your snack. But I want you to do every 2 hours. So if you are eating breakfast at 7, your snack or your protein shake is at 9. You then have a little nibble on some dried apricots at 11. Your lunch is at 1. Every 2 hours, you're going to do something healthy. And I promise you'll clear up that insulin resistance. It'll go away. And you will get rid of your constant struggle with your hypoglycemia as well. And your mother was diabetic. Well, you can avoid that. Knowledge is power, girl. Knowledge is power. I love that. Okay. Please, I'm desperate for a message. Devastated. Have RSD stage 3. Okay, so you were on last night with Alan and I. Fibromyalgia, and my mom, my boyfriend, just came to my house, told me she has, okay. Suzanne, let's take a look. Mary, you're very welcome. Suzanne. So you have a lot going on. A lot. I know this is not helpful. I know it's not helpful, but I'm being told to tell you I'm being told to tell you to look up. I'm being told to tell you to not focus. Our brains, when we get worked up and when we get worried and when we're afraid, it tends to just go on this repeat. And we repeat and repeat all of the things, our fears, our pain, and it can consume us. And what your guides are saying is it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. So, I have everyone here with me tonight, and we've got 90 some people in here in this room watching right now. And so what I'm just going to ask is that I'm going to say a little prayer for Suzanne, If you guys would all just kind of sit here and give me a moment. Father God, it's Rebecca, and I'm here with 90 plus people right now, all of us, when two or more gather in your name. And Suzanne is here, Suzanne Buscaglia. She has had some devastating health news, Father God, as you already know. She is afraid. She is scared. She is worried. She's disappointed. She's considering a future and what it holds. And her mother, who is just diagnosed with brain cancer, is alongside her, feeling the same, both of them leaning on each other. And Father God, I ask that all of these wonderful guides that you have talking to me right now, I ask that you send them to Suzanne and her family right now and post them at her corners of her home and provide her with peace of mind, with strength, with hardiness, with determination, Father God, with the strength to make it through this solo journey that she's about to go through, and be strong. Not just for herself, but for her mom, and likewise for her mom, for her. We gather and we pray in your name, Jesus' name. Amen. Suzanne, I hope all of those things for you. I know that you're about to go on a difficult journey. I already know it's hard. And I know what you're feeling. I can feel it. But I keep hearing it's going to be okay. I'm hearing this from like 3 of your major guides. So keep us posted, please, because I can only imagine what you're dealing with. You got a lot of amens. Lots of people praying for you. Lots of people praying for you. And now you're on all these minds tonight too, Suzanne. So just know that you have lots of energy going up for you. We'll all be thinking about you and your mom and your boyfriend, who I'm sure is also terrified. Okay. Brenda Sue Wilson. Your mom is in the hospital losing blood and they can't figure out from where. Any insight? Bowel or stomach? So Brenda, finding you, your mom. So this actually feels like it's somebody's cooking. Oh, that's not good. Somebody's burning something. Oh, that's not good. Like literally burning something here in my house. It's probably my son. I'm just going to send a text here real quick. So Brenda, what I was going to say to you was it feels like it's up near the right of my stomach, near my liver. It feels like it's trickling or moving about. So there would be, of course, if there's blood within the cavity, it's going to irritate the heck out of everything. And I almost feel like it's coming from, I know this is weird, but I would ask them to check. I don't think it's so much, I don't want to say that, I guess, because it could be. Okay, so I'm wondering if it is the right posterior part of the stomach. And I'm wondering if she's had like an ulcer eruption or something, because it seems to be over towards the liver and it feels like it's to the left or bottom of the liver, which is where everything would be moving. And that's where I would tell them to look, is in that upper right quadrant, stomach, liver area, because it looks as if it's irritating the liver as well. I would think that eating would make her nauseous. I would think that she may even get pain in that area. And that's where I would tell doctors to check. That's where, I mean, I'm sure they're doing an upper GI, but it just feels like it's something along that left side of the stomach towards the liver. Like they've like rubbed up against each other or something. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. You'll have to let me know for sure. And there was another one here. I saw someone had mentioned, oh, there's so many wonderful messages here. Suzanne, you're very welcome. You bought, okay, Bobby Dirac, you bought an antique kitchen table, a kitchen table. It's a kitchen table. What's that? A few weeks ago, last night, you heard dishes moving in the kitchen. I loved that. And I was drawn to that because whenever you buy something, you are risking an attachment. So yes, it looks like you don't have something evil, but you do look like you have an elderly female attached to that kitchen table. And as we all know, sage does not remove good energy. So you might politely ask her to leave, which I doubt she's going to do. But she is doing the dishes, which isn't a bad thing. It's not that bad. And you'll never eat alone. I'm not joking. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because I always bring things home. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. But it is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. Okay. But I think you're in good company. Let's just say that. I think you're in good company. I knew you wouldn't mind either. All right. Okay, Roxy Kate, you know what, girl? One of the dumbest things you could do, because right now you blocked. Boop. All right, Roxy K is not anyone that you want to talk to. Do not message this person. She's a troll, and she will seriously steal your money. I'm blocking her and deleting all of her comments. So please ignore. You guys, if anything like that ever happens again, immediately just, I caught her before she could really do any damage. Yes. Yes, don't bring anything home. Exactly. All right. Sorry. Trolls are horrible. You guys don't even understand. Okay. So many wonderful people here. Let's get past all of the no sound. And okay. I'm sorry, I have to get past all of that stuff. All the sound stuff that everybody can now hear me. Amy Nakati. So Amy, the first thing that actually comes through for you, and I'm stopping on you, is your life is about to change. It's about to take an amazing, positive twist and turn. The thing is you do not want to say, "Ugh, I can't do that. How am I going to do that?" Don't. Okay, right now, a major thing is happening in the world where people are breaking free of this crusty lid that has been placed on them by family and friends and upbringing. And people are breaking through it. That's what you're about to do. Who you are, what you've done, what you've experienced, everything is about to take a major change in the direction of what you want, what you've always dreamt of. And see, what I'm also seeing, which some people might not see, because a lot of times people only look at us superficially. But what I'm seeing is there is this little girl inside of you that has never stopped hoping and dreaming and wanting and believing. And it looks like you tell her to shut up once in a while, like, shut up, just stop being foolish. It's never going to happen. Cut it out. Ugh, you're just a little girl. No, it is. It's about to happen. And with it is going to come a new educational experience. So you may either be going back to school for real, putting yourself through college, or you're going to have a learning curve where you're about to go, oh my gosh, look what I just went through. Look what I just learned. I never thought I was capable of doing it. And look what I just did. And it's all going to happen to help build your confidence, not just to improve all of your life, but also to give you the confidence to believe in yourself. Again, beyond this crusty lid that people want to put around us that we become so accustomed to that that's what we accept. We don't look beyond it. Well, you're about to. You are absolutely about to make major change within your life. And I love that. That's wonderful. I love that. All right, wonderful. I've got so many new names in here too. I appreciate it so much. Hannah Polakowski. I actually see you. If you haven't already planned this, I am seeing you on a vacation, on a trip, and it feels as if when I'm watching you, it looks like you're having a good time. You're doing, you're doing vacation-y stuff, or you're enjoying your time, but at the same time, you feel it feels as if there's something else in the back of your head, back of your mind, that is very heavy, almost as if somebody that you wanted to be there couldn't be there and your mind is with them, or there are things that you're concerned or worried about that aren't where you're at, they're elsewhere. It just feels like you're in the moment enjoying yourself, but your mind is elsewhere, contemplating and concerned and caring. So that will be a waste of a vacation. So make sure the way that they're showing this, that wherever you're going to enjoy yourself, I don't care if it's a weekend or if it's a week or 2 weeks, make sure you're in that moment, because nothing that isn't there needs your attention in that moment. Nothing. It's all going to be fine externally. And there's no input needed external to where you will be. So go enjoy yourself and have fun. And it just feels like some of it might be like, I almost feel like you're saying, like, I don't know if I should have gone, or I should have just stayed home, or maybe I should have just said no and canceled. No, no, you go, you complete it, you have fun, you go. So if that hasn't happened yet, it is a signpost to let you know this is what's going on. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's look at here. Shelly Johnson, your brother had a heavenly birthday, wondering if he is sending a message. Well, happy birthday to your brother. I love that. Sorry, I was tapping my hand. You know what I smell when I'm focused on you? I don't know if this is you or your brother, but it smells like Mike and Ike, lemon and lime and the cherry and orange. Mike and Ike. I don't know why. It could be that you're eating them, or maybe your brother enjoyed them, but Mike and Ike. That's what I'm getting. And maybe it was just so that I'd say Mike and Ike. But yes, and from him as well, I feel like I want to crack my back or move my back in a way that I couldn't do it before. So it almost feels like something is being expressed as free, or movement is good. So being able to move my back, my hips, everything feels like that's where he wants me to focus, is on the lower back or on the back. And he's okay. Saying hello. Interesting. All right. I am not on spiritrealm.net tonight. I am not. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Mary Pennington, you just got an old dress mannequin for your birthday. I don't know why, but I feel like calling this object by a specific name. Could something be attached? Well, it's possible, but I don't think it's an actual energy. Let's say it's not like an aware. or cognizant energy that's attached to the dress. And it's interesting because the dress feels almost, I don't know if it's brown or rust colored or something. It feels burgundy brown, rusty looking. But I don't think anyone is attached to it that is going to walk around in the dress, let's say, but it could have residual energies left imprinted on it from someone. And that's what I think you're picking up. And it feels almost as if there was in this dress the feeling of heartbreak or heartache, loss. So this individual would have been wearing this dress when they were going through some substantial pain, spiritual pain, mental pain, physical pain. And that's what I think imprinted on there. And that it's not a person, it's just the energy attached to it. You could probably put that dress underneath the light of, let's say, a full moon. You could put some sage, you could sage it. You could just try to do some cleansing because the full moon will clean things. Like if you ever want a spiritual cleansing, get some good stones, go lay in the full moon for a little while, let it shine down on you. It will cleanse you. It might work on the dress too and kind of make it feel a little bit better, a little cleaner, let's say. All right. Kim Bosser, you woke up at 3:33 and 4:44. No, it's not that it's a loved one trying to contact you. This would be your angelic guides really trying to talk to you, especially if you woke up and you continually see these numbers. So 333 it's about you. It is about Trinity. It's letting you know that there's a lot. Now, keep in mind, if you go check out angel numbers, there's 88 million different reasons why those numbers are. But I know with the 333, it is about you have like high spiritual input, high intuition right now. The 4s, those say, stop procrastinating. You're already manifesting and focusing on what you want. So make it happen. Stop second guessing yourself. That's what that means. That's what that means. And I love when say thank you to your guides and move on with that. That is awesome. I love that. All right. So let's look here. Cody Hauer. I'm sorry if I'm getting Hewer. English language. It's fabulous. So Cody. You have some really cool past life information coming through right now. Now, past life stuff will come through if it's affecting a person's life right now. So for instance, usually when I am quickly shown past life information, it's because something was going on in a person's life and then they died. So they die going on, I wanted to do this. I was working on this. I didn't get to finish it. So they either die or they're murdered or something like that happens. And that looks like why. Okay. This is really cool too, because I first started off and I was looking, I'm like, wow, those are boots. Okay. Some kind of heavy jeany material pants, dusty, smells dusty. It's hot. And as I backed out, I could see the walkway and the bricks and then ka-dunk, ka-dunk. As your feet hit real slow, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're like Wild West. We're like Dodge City. We're Tombstone. We're in all these places. And as I backed off of you, I could see you probably about 18 or 19 years old. You have a long jacket on, you've got your hat on. I can see as I'm walking, there's a storefront here, and then there's an opening to the road, which is all dirt, and then 2 horse posts. And I'm walking behind you, and it looks like this is probably where you died. And if you have any inclination towards those kinds of that time frame or those movies, or you're like a huge Wyatt Earp fanatic, that might be why. Because you lived during those times, at least crossing hairs with, Wyatt or Billy the Kid or, Wild Bill Hickok. I mean, you would have lived during the times of one of these people. So if you have this love for it, that would be it. If it was not a good life, you may have a disdain for the heat even, or horses, maybe even guns, because it looks like you were shot. So, and oh, yeah, let's look back. Don't say anything. Let's take a look at that. So I'm wondering if you actually have a birthmark, a mole or something that would be right along your chest and possibly aligned to an exit wound on your back. because it looks like you're walking and you look up and then the guy comes there and boop boop. So you're shot from the front. It's interesting. And sometimes we carry those wounds with us, and they exhibit as a mole or a birthmark. And even sometimes you would find yourself all of a sudden getting a scar during life in this way. So it wouldn't be from a bullet wound, but maybe you fell into something and have a scar somewhere around that where you would have died. I love that stuff. It's so cool. Yes, I love it. Oh my God, Roxy is back. How is she doing this? She's just a loser, isn't she? Golly. She's such a loser. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm blocking her. I don't know what to tell you. She's a loser. Dude. I blocked her. She's just going to keep getting back on here. So you guys, I don't know what to tell you. I am blocking her and deleting her. And it's because it's a fake picture. She is I think from Nigeria. I'm looking at where she might be from, and yeah, I'm blocking all of them. They just, you know what? You guys can block them too. On your end, you can block them and delete their comments as well, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just keep on going. Oh, such losers. And they're going to keep coming back the whole time I'm here. So yeah, this is another one, Bop Nancy. I'm deleting this person. I'm really sorry, you guys. I wish once I blocked them, it would just delete all their comments, but it doesn't. So her and her friend are ganging up on me right now, and that's fine. Oop. Like, do they really think by spamming something that they're going to gain any business? All right. Please ignore them. If they show up again, they're going to keep doing it. I'm just going to hit block. I'm not going to delete their comments. It's just that I don't want it in the room. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about it, you guys. I just don't want you guys to I just don't want you to, and I know you guys are smart. Some people, though, will click on that. I've had people lose money. Okay. Let's see here. Jane Klingson Moreland, you lost your husband. Okay. And your dad. I don't know which one of them smells like peanuts, but not just peanuts. Cashews, like the whole can of, peanuts, cashews, hazelnuts. They smell like that. Like I could sit and eat that. But it's not just that. I'm wondering if one of them just had a munchy thing. Because I think they're both coming through their channel at the same time. And I would think that this person would sit down with their peanuts and maybe some jelly beans or some, chewy candy. And I'm wondering, I have to separate them. It also sounds like I'm hearing a g, like a guttural G, like g, like Glenn or goose, that kind of a thing. Gary, so guttural. And that's interesting too. I'm not sure if they're golfing or if one of them is golfing. It looks like somebody's got a golf club, something that looks like a golf club. So let me go down to the bottom here. We got no more trolls. Okay. So Mary, you say, oops, we're jumping here. What does it say? Mixed nuts. Okay. Yeah. Mixed nuts. And jelly beans sounds like your dad. Interesting. So I wonder if they're around him right now. I wonder if your husband, wait, you lost your husband and your dad in 11 months. Okay. And then you said it sounds like your dad, but he's alive. So I'm wondering if your husband is around your dad right now. I wonder if he's around him right now. And that's why I'm picking up on it so clear. If I would, hey, are you eating nuts right now with jelly beans? That's what I would ask him, or chewy candy of some kind. If that's the case, that's really crazy. And then also really quickly showing that you're wearing a necklace, and I would look at that and go, wow, that looks like a ring of some kind, but wants me to acknowledge a necklace. And I think it's a ring of something like that. Oh, Mary Pendington is a different Mary. Oh, that's why I got confused. Okay. So Mary, that's you mixed. Not okay. So maybe I am twizzling two people. So Mary Pennington, it's your dad who's alive that I'm picking up on around you. I'm wondering if there is someone else. And then this other Mary, right? Jane. Oh, Jane Clinks. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But Jane, I'm focused on you. And then all of a sudden I get something from Mary. So Mary, I would call my dad. I would check on him. I would make sure everything is cool with that. And at the same time, Jane Klings and Moreland, who I was picking up on, I wonder if that's what I did is I took two different people down the channel at the same time and combined readings. So let me separate the mixed nuts and jelly beans and Mary with your husband and your dad. And let's see what's going on. So I did pick up the golf clubs. So that might have been something coming from you, because I was thinking, oh, that's odd, because it didn't feel like it went with the peanuts and the jelly beans, which makes sense. So I did pick up the golf clubs. And then also, oh, the necklace with the, I wonder if that was yours as well, with the ring or this, what looks like a ring on it. Oops, I got someone with me. My lights are starting to flicker. Okay. You might be. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's interesting. So, Jane, for you, and then also what I'm hearing for you, Jane, is there would have been some form of a blockage that it almost sounds as if it's interesting because, we think of our medicine today and our medical achievements. You would think that things would be able to get cleared up very easily, but I'm hearing that there would have been a blockage that would have created enough that would have led either to a heart attack or a stroke, because it looks like a completely clogged pipe is what it would be, full of bacon grease, kind of like that. And so that's what I'm hearing, to let you know that there would have medically not been anything to have been done. It was, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. See, that's what we fail. We're human. So we miss and we cling to and we wish they were here. And they really are. It's just that they unzip their skin and they live, they're everywhere. You go to the store, they're in the store. You go to the doctors, they're in the doctors. They're in the hospitals, they're on the sidewalk. They're everywhere. We just are unaware of them all the time. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I love that though. Yes, Julie, it is crazy how much spare time people have on their hands. And it's dumb. Kaylin Reeb, will you lose your current job? No, you will not. And if you do, there are so many bosses and employers out there right now looking for people. You will find something readily, but you won't lose it. You may walk away from it, but you're not going to lose it. No, far from it. Far from it. Hello, Sam Segal. How are you, darling? All right. Oh, I owe you a gift certificate. That's right. I just remembered that. This week has been super crazy. All right. All right. Lala, hello, darling. How are you? That's Lala. This is Lala. That's Lala. So if you guys have any questions about anything, please, that's what I have to, I don't know. Lala, I know you're a Renchi on YouTube, but I probably should. Aren't you a Renchi for Facebook too? I don't know. I think they're all coming through that Spirit Realm page. They're just horrible. Terry Norquist. Okay, so Terry, they show your guides actually put you up on your beach, up on the dunes. So the beach, for anybody who's new, represents safety, security, and grounding. This is normally where I go to look for people first. But they drop you up on the dunes, which represents personal growth and movement. And you're walking with the dunes and the water to your right. So way down the dune is the water. And in front of you is a giant apple tree. Now, not everybody has this apple tree. I do look for it, but not everyone has it. And this apple tree represents hard work come to fruition. It represents fruits of labor. And as you are walking to it, every now and then they go bloop, bloop. These giant, fresh, juicy apples just start falling onto the sand. And you go over underneath the tree and it goes bloop and it like drops down on top of you. So this tells me retirement. It tells me getting to a point where you're going to be using your savings and so forth for blessings. And it's coming in that direction. So be frugal and careful and consider what you're doing with your finances. But it does show that hard worked and earned money will be coming to you. So this is not something that you win. We should all, every one of us right now, we could all win a part of that Mega Millions and be like, bam, right? Because we're all going to win. I actually bought the winning ticket tonight. And so I already won. But anyway, blessings. And you're going to find ease financially and you are going to have no worries. Hard work coming to fruition for you. And if that means retirement and what you're going to do with it, then it's like perfect timing. And you're at that point. Well, it's about to happen. If the doorway starts to open for you and it starts to say, hey, Terry, come on, let's go, girl. It's time for that. It's absolutely time for that. Or he, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I don't know. Terry can go either way. But I'm just saying I see you. So, okay. Yeah, because everything is very blurry at a distance. So, yeah. God. Any messages? Allison Lett from Ontario, Canada. Allison, it actually looks like you're going to have a new addition to your family in the way of an animal. It looks like you actually, I don't know if you're going to foster or you're going to adopt or whatever. I'm not sure. But it looks like you have a new pet that's going to be around you. And I'm thinking it's a smaller animal. I think it's a cat. It looks like a cat, and it feels almost like you know each other somehow. It feels like you connect or you know one another. So if you are walking through a pet store and some cat does some funky jive move and is like, hey, we know each other. How you doing, Allison? Don't walk away from me. You know you got to adopt that cat. And you have a cat right now. Well, you may have two. Do it. Is your cat right now black and white? Because this looks like it's like a marshmallowy black and white cat looking thing. Interesting. Oh, Olive Thurber has some kittens. There. There you go. Looks, two cats are better than one because seriously, they entertain each other. They hate each other for like a week, maybe less than that. So your current cat is the black and white one. All right. So this other one is probably going to be more of like a tabby, an orange tabby. Yay, you're getting a new baby. That's fun. Okay. So Lena Moreno, you said your daughter, a protective necklace will help her feel better. You know what? It all depends on what we put into it and what we believe. It's what it really comes down to. If she believes that's going to help keep her safe and she can put some faith into it and maybe trust it, then yeah. You know what you could also do? Give it to your daughter is say, here, this is from me to you. This is a cross, or this is a white light. And I want you to open your mouth and have her open her mouth and take the white light and you put it up to her ear so she can hear the crackle of the light. She can hear it. It's burning. It's crackle, crackle, crackle. You can hear it. You can hear it right now. You guys hear it? I'll put it up to the microphone. Can you hear it? It's a crackle. Tell her to open her mouth, put it in her mouth, and tell her to swallow it. And then tell her that that is the light of God within her. And watch it as it spreads and grows. And that will protect her. And it will seep through her skin. She'll sweat it out. It'll grow into all of her body and her cells. And it will feed her. And that, too, will protect her from the inside out. Because that's just the truth. We all have God inside of us. All of us do. Okay, guys. Time is up. It is. But you can find me. You can find more of the stuff that I do on godstool.com. Lala, you're still up there. I'm sorry. I just left you hanging, girl. I don't even know where you are to take you off. That's so funny. I have no idea where you are. But she's up there. Hello, Tony. How are you? I'm so glad that you showed up. Let's see. I don't know where you are, girl. You're just going to have to hang out with me until I end the show. So, yes, you can find me more at godstool.com. If you are a reader and you like to read, you guys are welcome to also go and check out both of my books, which are here. This is the first one, The Beaches, A Journey of Answers. And then there is this one, God, Please Tie My Shoes. They have different, like this one looks a little different. I actually switcherooed the cover around to blues. But Amazon, you can get them really cheap on an ebook, or you can buy it. And they were both #1 selling, which was awesome. I love that. I might write a third. I don't know. I don't know if I have time. But thank you guys for joining me. Again, godstool.com. Check out the public events portion, and you'll be able to see all the places that I'm about to be or where I'll be holding galleries at. And then also, you will find me here Thursday nights. And I'm on TikTok too. So if you search TikTok, you just do at Dr. R. Foster, and that's me. And I will do impromptu readings on there as well. So make sure you like everything and subscribe so then when I go live, you get hit up with that. But to each his own. Thank you all. God bless you all. Suzanne, we will all be thinking about you and your mother and your boyfriend while you get through this really difficult time. But God's pretty awesome with his miracles. So you guys have a great night and God bless. Bye.